everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Dalton's Rams going up against Breeze's 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Breeze now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Breeze. Caught on the right side, Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They give it to Rawls. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Ready. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll hand to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Defense showing blitz. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've got a challenge forthcoming here. And new this year, the ref will no longer go to a monitor on the sideline. He'll have a tablet brought out directly to him on the field.
Yeah, and that should move things along a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to run all the way over, go under the hood as he used to, and come out and render a decision. Talk directly with New York, looking at the tablet, and reach a final call.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Ready? Ready? We got 4 down. Here we go. 36. Over. Check 26. Got it. Switch.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will take over at at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Breeze to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Third down and goal from the 8. This is Cohen, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again now with Darquan. A big hit. Knocked down sideways around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. Darkwa. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now Darquan. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Dalton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? It's brought in by Doxson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. Touchdown, L.A. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Rawls. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. Because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Ready. Under. Ready.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. On play action. Now Breeze. Now he'll escape to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
first down. This is Rawls. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Breeze now. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. Touchdown, 49ers. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the Rams getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On the run, Darkwan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders out to an early lead over the Chargers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards to go here on second down. Breeze going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely in midfield. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Play action now. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run with Darkwa. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Second down, Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Rawls. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This from 54 yards away. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now we give to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. second down, 8.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right.
Passing, it's Dalton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Three down. Key 26.
On first down, Dalton is going to float this over the middle, deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the offense lining up first and 10. Another chance for Dalton. Flush to his right. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. This will be Dalton again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Dalton out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
let's go. 1, 9.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out